Part 3. Creation, science, religion. This research on Bible should clear all doubts about two creations. 1. Creation from science. 2. Creation from religion. Religious scholars have always presented both creations as one and same. This presentation has proved them completely wrong. What is amazing is how Hindu scholars thousands of years ago were capable of acquiring this knowledge. Not one scholar to date have come anywhere close to understanding Hindu scriptures, which includes Bible. Science have provided a starting point for real heaven and earth. I have now presented a starting point for heaven and earth from Hindu scriptures. Starting point is chessboard and Veda. Now the question, when was chess game on chessboard and Veda invented by Hindus? Now these inventions surely did not come overnight. Scholars should come forward with precise time. I have no doubt that precise time are recorded in Hindu scriptures. Hindu. Now let's look at name Hindu. History shows Hindu is recent and was not made by Hindus. History shows that India was named Bharat. But who are the people of Bharat? Surely not Hindus. My research on Bhagavad Gita shows Prakti as name for Hindus. In their writings it is very clear. They were creators of chessboard and Veda. Therefore, Prakti were Hindus. Scholars must prove me wrong on this claim. 24 Hindus in Bible. 24 Hindus presented themselves as writers. No one have noticed it. Revelation 4:4-5. And around the throne there were 24 thrones, and upon the thrones 24 elders sitting. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. 24 Hindus identified as elders seated with Brahma on chessboard and 7 torches. This accounts for 32 pieces, 16 and 16, 32, required for chess game on chessboard. Revelation 4:10. The 24 elders will fall before him who sits upon the throne and worship him. 24 Hindus bowed to 24 objects of themselves placed on chessboard. Revelation 5:8. And when he took the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell before the Lamb. 24 Hindus bowed with 4 living creatures, 4 Vedas. 24 objects representing 24 Hindus became 24 gods on chessboard. This makes 24 Hindus gods and writers of Bible. In Romans 16:3-15, names of 24 Hindus are recorded and identified as first Christians. Persecutions of Christians are killing of Hindus by Romans for takeover of Bible scripture, religion and gods of Hindus. All evidence of Hinduism were wiped out. Inventors, Roman Catholics and Christians portray themselves as inventors of everything. Dig into history. They were master looters and murderers. They falsified all history to promote themselves as owners. Cave people short-circuited their rise to fame and power by grabbing from others. Romans started their civilization from 753 BCE with a mythology. Remus and Romulus suckling a she-wolf. They presented a starting date out of a hat. I'll repeat. They presented a starting date out of a hat. Who were the Romans before 753 BCE? They lived in caves and were without civilization and language. Hindus built universities from 800 BC when Europeans were in caves. The same cavemen, identified as barbarians, cannibals, and uncivilized, ventured out to loot sciences and wealth to construct their civilization. They looted Bible from Hindus who created God, religion, and scripture for themselves. Today, these great deceivers have converted Hindus to worship Romans as God. Romans have solicited Hindus, these dumb invalids, acting as intermediaries to carry out evil plan of Catholics and Christians, converted fools promoting false prophets of Romans, and who have no knowledge that they are worshipping Hindus as gods. They cannot comprehend Jesus Messiah is in fact Veda scripture, born as a fig tree on Veda. They cannot comprehend Jesus Messiah is in fact Veda scripture, born as a fig tree on Veda. "12 years, Luke 2:42-45. And when he became 12 years old, and when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem searching for him." This is basis for Jesus missing for 12 years. There are many theories surrounding this story. A writer went so far as to state Jesus went to India for 12 years. Some say he even died in India. Sounds far-fetched or an idea of wild imagination. But if we hold to theory that there is a percentage of truth in every lie, then we must look for what is truth. My research is Jesus was born in India, which may appear preposterous. Let me analyze. In 5th of the 666 CE, Titus kidnapped Hindus from India to write Bible in Rome. Hindus took Vedas with them. Bible was constructed from Vedas. Bible and Vedas is Jesus. Bible was handed to Vespasian in 1st and the 1st 76 CE, approximately 10 years. When Vespasian received Bible, he replied that it was obscure and incomprehensible, meaning he could not understand it. He spent another 2.5 years researching before making Bible public. This accounts for 12 years of Jesus' mission. It was Vedas leaving India on 5th to the 666 CE and appearing as Bible in 78 CE, 12 years after Vedas left India. 12 years. Jesus' Vedas was born or created in India, missing from India. History, Catholics, Christians. Let's look at history from another angle. Estimated time for writing of Hindu scriptures was 10,000 years ago. Bible was written by 24 Hindus 2,000 years ago, a difference of 8,000 years. These 24 Hindus have presented a detailed analysis of Hindu scriptures into Bible, meaning that Hindus did have detailed knowledge of their scriptures. The question is, how and when did Hindus lose knowledge of their scriptures? Esther 1:1, over 127 provinces stretching from India to Kush. Esther 8:9, the 127 provinces stretching from India to Kush. In Esther, 2 verses point to India as 127 province of Rome. This history is hidden or completely missing. Question is, how long was India occupied by Rome, and what measure of wealth and science were looted by these Roman Catholics and Christians? Hindus themselves do not have any knowledge of this history. Destruction of India began by Roman Catholics and Christians, followed by Muslims, and then again by Catholics and Christians. This continuous invasions by Christians and Muslims on Hindus, the first civilized people, has left them demoralized. Their search for a leader among pundits have worsened their cause. To bring back glory days of our ancestors, Hindus must shake off all stories and culture peddled by pundits. Read and extract science from Hindu scriptures. Failure to do so is to encourage these dumb, converted Hindu invalids to bring to you a dead Jesus coming to save you when you are dead. Cave people. Caveman discovered world is flat and heaven and earth is 6,000 years old. Dig deeper and you will find many structures like Stonehenge, much older than caveman invention of heaven and earth. Put science into play and you will see fingerprints and footprints of Hindus. Dig a little more and you will know how food, medicine, languages, and science migrated from India to the rest of the world while you were in caves. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was your language. Maybe you can look at past 500 years when 4 kings, sugar, cotton, textile, steel, and wealth were taken over by force to start your industrial revolution. Yet you are paraded with stolen Hindu scriptures to force entry into people's homes, portraying a culture of holier than thou. To enter homes illegally in any form and disguise is a thief and identified as such. You are inventors, make your own gods, religion, scriptures, and command dumb Hindu converts to worship you as God. When you emerged from caves, the primitive caveman became naughty boy. He saw civilization, food, and wealth with a culture of barbarism. He murdered, plundered, and enslaved at will. He became head honcho in town. Everything belongs to him. So much so that if he says earth is flat, death for you if you say round. He has declared himself father with a takeover of title from Bible to present Jesus as his son. There are 2 titles of father in Bible. 1, Joseph. This is Joseph here. Joseph is here. Yeah, that was Joseph. Father of Jesus. In Bible, Joseph is chessboard. And Jesus is Veda scripture. 2, great Brahma, seed-given father. He appoints gods. Bhagavad Gita 14:4. The material nature is the womb, and I am the seed-given father. This is a quote from Bhagavad Gita. Pope must specify which title of father he holds. Who gave him that authority to call himself father? Brief, a quick review of major points. Religious scholars are presenting heaven and earth as science. That is false and misleading. Heaven and earth in religion are chessboard and Vedi. Joseph's father is chessboard. Mary's mother is Vedi. Jesus born in a manger. Fig tree representing Vedas. Jesus born planted on Vedi. Vedi is manger. Leader. Hindus looking for a leader. Hindu scholars Hindu religious scholars and pundits are proven to be of poor leadership material. They are appointed myths of Hindus but have no direction to lead you. Apart from puja, they are MIA, missing in action from all events. My advice to you is to take away that leadership duty from them, which you appointed to them to perform in first place, and transfer it back to you. Make yourself a leader by choosing a leader. How? Use same scriptures and find science from Mahabharata, Vedas, Brahman, Bible. By extracting science from scriptures, you must find a leader in there. Example, Bible. 24 Hindus wrote Bible. Events from Hindu scriptures are downloaded into Bible. Bible is Hindu scripture. In presenting Bible, 24 Hindus have executed the greatest amazing feat ever. It is an engineering marvel. First, they enter into Bible with such stealthy and clandestine operation, right under eyesight of everyone, including world scholars who cannot see them. Ark of Covenant. They present stories with such high science, having world engineers and scientists involved to find evidence in support of stories. One such story is Ark of Covenant, having two descriptions. While I speak, there are many searches on the way to locate Ark of Covenant. What is Ark of Covenant? One say Ark is on Mount Ararat, and there are pieces to show, meaning Ark was a ship. But where's two covenants? No mention of that. Two, another say it is in Ethiopia, and it is a chest containing scrolls of Jewish law sent by God to Moses. It is there. It cannot be opened and you cannot see it. What is your version of Ark of Covenant? Well, I have a version also, and I am presenting it to you. It is right before your eyes. Do you see it? Vedas. Vedas with two covenants is Ark of Covenant. Bible scholars refer to scrolls in a chest. They have no knowledge. It is two covenants. Hindu law, Hindu constitution. Vedas is ship and chest where two Hindu covenants are kept. There are many stories constructed by 24 Hindus in the Bible, such as Noah, Moses, and 2 Exodus, which I have described in detail with precise time. It is on YouTube, number 91, The Great Bible Fraud. Choose 24 Hindus. Hindus, you looking for a leader? You have just found 24 Hindus who wrote Bible. They have condemned Roman Catholics and Christians to utmost, calling them pagans, Gentiles, and heathens, without they having any knowledge of it. Throughout Bible, Catholics and Christians are referred to as fools and violators of God's law. The fools, violators, and transgressors of God's law, Hindu law, accuse Hindus of violating their own Hindu laws. Catholics and Christians belong to caste. 24 Hindus are heroes. Choose them. It is written. Everyone depends on Christian scholars to research Bible and look into every nook and cranny. I find it very strange that a few particular verses are not looked at. 2 Kings 1:18. Are they not written in the book? 1 Kings 14:19 are written in the book. John 21:25, the book's written. It is written here, there, and everywhere. Where is it written? Which book and where is it? Not one scholar has ever attempted to locate these mysterious books stated in Bible. Bible verses refer to 4 Hindu books: Mahabharata, Bhagavati, Brahman, and Vedas. What is not stated in Bible, you will find it in Hindu scriptures. Puja, Hindu prayer. In most cases, a Hindu puja or prayer is performed on Veda. My ancestors created forum, unmatched anywhere else. It was designed to make each person into a genius or an exceptional intellectual. It was to teach science through Hindu scriptures. Stories compounded with culture preached by pundits produce illiterates. These teachings repel followers and will soon take Hinduism down under. Meaning laws were dictated by emperors, autocratic rule. Epilogue. Bible, Hindu constitution. Roman Catholics and Christians were illiterate. In this research, I have outlined to you how cave people, Roman Catholics and Christians, achieve fame and power by looting Hindus of science, medicine, wealth, and Hindu scripture, Bible, rock. Now we must look at how Hindu law became starting point for all civilizations and is divided into 3 parts. 1. Church law. 2. State law. 3. Academic law. 1. Church law. Before 76 CE, there was no church, therefore no church laws. Church and temple stated in Bible refer to 5 scriptures constructed into 5 heavens on flow chart. Not one of these churches or temples refer to any structure which existed at that time in Rome or Israel. 1 Corinthians 12:28, and God has placed some in the church. First apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then works of power, then gifts of healing, helps, administrations, various kinds of tongues. It was 24 Hindus who organized church with administrators and laws to govern under Bible law. This is Hindu constitution. Hindu law is Hindu law. This is canonical law of Roman Catholics. 24 Hindus created church positions on flowchart. But of course, Romans modified Hindu law to suit their barbarian lifestyle. 2. State law. History shows Romans were governed by an organized system of laws. It also showed a continuous breakdown of their bureaucratic system, putting would-be aspirants to circumvent existing laws to become emperor. History written to prove Romans were literate is unreliable. Bible shows they were illiterate, meaning laws were dictated by emperors, autocratic rule. To create a civil society, we see a picking and choosing of Jesus and Moses' law in Bible, inserted into government law. This is Hindu law. 2 commandments, Hindu constitution. 3, academic law. We see numerous henchmen such as Max Muller hired to subvert Hindu system of learning and to build their fragmented schools. Bhagavad Gita 14:25-26. Who are intelligent, who remain the same in honor. They are said to have risen above the 3 gunas and come to the level of Brahman. Equal opportunity to graduate with honors at different levels of learning, in this case referring to karma and dharma, 2 highest level of Brahman. Equal opportunity to graduate with honors at different levels of learning, in this case referring to karma and dharma, 2 highest level of learning with honors. From this research, Hindu constitution is root of all civilizations. Romans 15:4. Everything written in the scriptures was written to teach us, in order that we might have hope through the patience and encouragement which the scriptures give us. Hindu constitution previously written in Hindu scriptures and downloaded in Bible to give cave peoples, Catholics and Christians, a starting point to get civilized and educated. Daniel 1:17. To these 4 young men, God gave knowledge and understanding of all kinds of literature and learning, and Daniel could understand visions and dreams of all kinds. 4 young men in Vedas are Vedas. Vedas give knowledge with all kinds of literature and learning to Catholics and Christians. Daniel 1:4, Ashpenaz was to teach them to read and write the Babylonian language. 24 Hindus taught Catholics and Christians language and literature of Hindus. 2 Corinthians 3:5. It is not that we think we are qualified to do anything on our own. Our qualifications come from God. Catholics and Christians state that they were not qualified to do anything on their own. Their qualifications were from Vedas. Hindu constitution, Vedas is God. Ephesians 3:8, to me, though I am the very least of all the saints, God's people, this grace, which is undeserved, was graciously given to proclaim to the Gentiles the good news of the incomprehensible riches of Christ, that spiritual wealth which no one can fully understand. Grace refers to new version of Vedas. Name rock. Name Bible is not stated in Bible. Saints, God's people, were Hindus. 24 Hindus gave to Roman Emperor Vespasian Vedas named Bible rock. To teach good news, Hindu constitution, to Roman Catholics and Christians. Vespasian did not understand it. History promotes Romans as literate people. Bible shows Romans were illiterate. Daniel 1:20. In every matter of wisdom and understanding about which the king questioned them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters in his whole kingdom. Hindus were 10 times more knowledgeable than Romans. This research proves that history written by Roman Catholics and Christians cannot be trusted. Roman Catholics and Christians have no integrity to write history. They are dishonest and fraudulent. Thank you.